Now slowly unlock your fingers and place them over eyes for 5 seconds, friends. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Now whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. And please have some water. Thank you so much for joining in, friends. For joining in meditation. And today, we'll go the wisdom part, that how we are creating our own reality from our belief system, and and not only here but afterlife too. So far we have discussed about different levels of what's happening and what is the death, and the pulsation. So how that is happening now, how that is happening at every stage, and we are not aware of it. So and he also discussed about the fear of death. The fear of death itself can cause such a psychological panic, that out of a sense of self-preservation, so out of a sense of the defense, the body is also involved here. So just the soul can't come out itself. It's the body also. The body also acts. The body has the role in at that time. So Seth Master says most of the important portions of the consciousness, important portions of the body has already left, because the soul prepares the body. So the soul prepares the body before a week. So before 1 week. So in that the whole week, or the journey, so the death can't happen at a time. It's not the process. So some and also it depends on the souls, and the soul as well. It depends on the person's belief system as well. So coming to today's belief system, so he says, a belief in hellfires can cause you to hallucinate Hades conditions. So Hades is a Greek. So Greeks, they believe that Hades, he rules the underworlds. Okay, so if the person is having a belief that about the hell, about hell and heaven, actually there is nothing like a place like hell or heaven. There is no separation. So there is no such realms or such places existing in the higher worlds, but no. So in the other realms, so it's all about the hallucination of the person, the what the person believes. And it's very important that the thought that comes during the death period, during the soul is, and it's the only thought that creates the reality, that creates the reality after the death. And even the reality, that thought is based to create the next life as well. So it's very important. So what we are thinking, and it's not happened. So to create a better reality, to create a best reality, so we can't the person at the death time and thinking about the whole life, thinking about something else, thinking about only believing in the belief system, not having a proper intellect. And suddenly when this period, when the death comes near, and when he is experiencing the death, all of a sudden he can't change his belief system. So he can't change. All of a sudden he can't think about the miraculous thing, or even he can't think about the wisdom. So it's like continuous process. So we have to always always rewire the belief system, friends. So, and it happens only through the intellect, the buddhi, we call the intellect. So when the belief system, when the buddhi, when the intellect dominates, when when the intellect is moved, so the person gets courage even in the lifetime as well. So if the person is having certain fears, certain phobias, okay, in order to overcome the phobias, the belief system always drags back. So the belief system, what the belief system is about the fears. So the beliefs is the fear is resides, the fear resides in the belief system, okay, and the intellect is different. So when the person wants to overcome his fears, so he takes the step, right? So that's how we break the belief system, and we act according to the intellect, we act according. So when the person acts according to the intellect, so that's how he breaks the belief system, that's how he overcomes his phobias, regarding heights or something, any phobia. So it's the courage, and where that courage has come to take the step, it's the intellect that guides. So when we be with the intellect, so automatically the belief system will change gradually. And we have to, belief system is not bad, it's not something that belief system, we have to, belief system, sometimes our belief system is strong, so it's a very clear belief system, so then we can create, so the greater reality, the miraculous reality, the best reality we can. So it has to be rewired. That's why I said belief system is good, but we have to check, we have to, every time we have to work on our belief system. So coming to this book, so Seth Master says, so when the person is having this duality, so having places like when he thinks about hell or heaven, so both are hallucinations, so both are not real. So so you always, so let me read out this paragraph. A belief in hellfires can cause you to hallucinate Hades conditions. A belief in a stereotyped heaven can result in a hallucination of heavenly conditions. You always form your own reality according to your own ideas and expectations. I'll repeat this line, friends. You always form your own reality according to your ideas and expectations. This is the nature of consciousness in whatever reality it finds itself. Such hallucinations, I assure you, are temporary. So why he said it's temporary? Because when the person having these thoughts of heaven, let us think about heaven, okay. So if a person thinks, okay, there will be a heaven and we can enjoy there, we can no, I can stay there. So whatever he thinks about the heaven, so when he leaves the body, when the soul leaves the body, the soul, it's the soul, right? It's the soul that thinks, it's the soul that the creation happens. So the soul, or the the person's astral body, or we can say, so it stays, it creates it creates a certain place, it creates that place whatever he thought when he is in the body. So it creates that beautiful place, and he stays there in his those are called astral worlds. So he stays there in those worlds, but that place is not permanent. The soul has to go to its own house, its own realm. So so it's temporary. So until the person, and person means since, until the soul knows it is temporary, and I had to go, there is a further journey there, and this is temporary, this is what I have created. So until it knows, it stays there, and they are masters, they help them. So the soul is not alone. The masters, they always guide the soul to listen to the words of the masters. This soul must have certain wisdom, understanding. So what we believe here, we create even there. So Patri sir, so he says, like, whatever the belief system, whatever the thinking pattern we stay with, whatever the thinking pattern we have when we are in the body, the same thinking pattern will be when after life too. The same thinking pattern, nothing changes. So here we have to understand, okay. That's why we have chosen this body, the physical body, to gain the experience. So physical body, this birth is precious. And no, Seth Master says these both are temporary. If the person thinks about hell, so there are certain masters. When he picturizes, when he thinks about that place, that the in his world, in his that astral world, the soul suffers, and no one is giving pain, no one is hurting, but it's like the his own thought. He is creating that. The person, that soul creates that reality, but which is also temporary. So now think about the soul having going through all this pain, which is not the real, which is not at all the truth. So, and who created that? The soul. So here Seth Master says they are teachers to explain the conditions and circumstances. The soul is not alone. We are not alone, friends. And even when we are in the body, so when we are live, when we are living, so we have the master's guidance continuously. So we have to believe. This is what the belief system works. This is how the belief system works. So when we think about it, so they are masters, they are guiding us. So definitely when we leave the body, so we will know the masters, know the teachers, right? So they are teachers, and also that we have to believe that there is life after death. So until the person knows there is life after the death, so he stays that there is no life, and that soul stays there, clinging to the physical body, clinging to the physical body. So it thinks that there is no way to go, and I have to, and now I don't have the body, and the soul gets confused. Okay, so whether, and it tries to come back, it tries to re-enter into the physical body, but it can't. And this is how they stay there until they understand, until the teachers come. So teachers, they will come, but it's the belief that the soul has to believe that there is life after death. Okay, this is also a belief system. And now about the teachers, so they are the teachers to explain the conditions and circumstances. You are not left alone, therefore lost in mazes of hallucination. You may or may not realize immediately that you are dead in physical terms. So if the person knows uh, about his condition, that he is dead, he's got separated from the physical body, and he needs to leave this physical this physical realm. So the teachers, they will come, and Seth Master is assuring, no, you are not left alone. So no one is left alone, friends. Every soul, each and every soul who is ready to live, so masters, there's a continuous guidance in each and every realm, at each and every stage. The masters, they will take care. So more than like 90%, all the souls which leaves the body, so like many souls which leaves the body, they will go to their own realms. So masters, they guide. So, so he says, you will find yourself in another form, an image that will appear physical to you to a large degree, as long as you do not try to manipulate within the physical system within. Then the differences between it and the physical body will become obvious. So Seth Master says how the soul will be. It's exactly the body. The image will be exactly same when we leave the body. When the soul leaves the body, is the exact replica of the image. Okay, so when just like a mirror, just like a mirror image. So as long as you do not try, so appear to be as same as your physical image. But as long as, so because it's the same image, and this person thinks that he is not he is not dead. Okay, and he tries to manipulate this soul tries to manipulate the physical system. Manipulate means interfering, involving. That means he does the same until he knows that he is dead. He does the same activities. He goes to other places. So he tries to go to other places. He want to talk, the soul may want to talk with the soul, the family members, the friends. So everything seems to be same, but you know he can't get response from these people, so who are in the life, so who are in the physical world. So that's how. So until he knows that until the soul knows that it got separated from the physical body, that's the death. And next comes the, because the same image. So then the difference between it, so when it manipulates, so when it interferes in the physical reality, so then it will know, okay, so this is not, so this is something, the soul feels the difference between, so before and after the time. So then it starts to think. Okay, it's not for all the souls, friends. So who are the matured souls knows everything. So that's the wisdom. So where, that is where the wisdom helps the soul. Whatever the wisdom that has gained, when it is in the body, the physical body, the wisdom helps. The wisdom gives light. The wisdom makes the soul understand. The soul automatically understand if it has the proper wisdom. The minimum wisdom. So he says, minimum wisdom, that there is life after death. And death is not something it is an end, but there is more to experience. And and says about the consciousness. So consciousness is a product of your physical body, then you may attempt to cling to it. So if you firmly believe that your consciousness is a product, so this line is very excuse me. If you firmly believe that your consciousness is a product of your physical body, then you may attempt to cling to it. So what he is saying here, Seth Master, so if our consciousness is limited to a physical body, when it is limited to only this physical reality, only this physical body, so thinking that, oh, this is me, okay, this physical body is me. So when we think about that, the consciousness, so then you may attempt to cling to it. So cling to means, so we can't, so that soul can't leave the physical body, and always try to this always it stays until, and it always attempts to enter into the physical body. So there is an order of personalities, an honorary god, so to speak, who are ever ready to lend assistance and aid, however. So is it, they are gods who take care, no? They will be there. They're like their teachers, we can say, or the angels, we can say. We can call it in different names. So again, so now this honorary god, so what he says, God said, so it made people in terms of both living or living and dead. And this is very interesting point, friends. He says these gods, we say like these masters, okay, not god as gods, this is like god, guard. So these masters, they may they're both like living and dead. Dead means like ancestors, so who already left the body, maybe in the soul family, or in the family itself, or the other masters. It need not be in the family. There are other masters, other people who work, who guide the soul. So it's not compulsory that the teachers they only for astral realm teachers. No, like even the people who are having the body, they will help. And how it happens, okay? those who are living in your system of your reality perform these activities in an out of body experience while the physical body sleeps. And this is how the out of body experience, when certain people they experience like out of body, and this is not for all the people who experience out of body. So anything is not conditional, friends. So everything, it depends on the soul's contract, soul's work. So the contract is also plays a crucial role. So how, and the soul has gained certain knowledge to guide the other souls. And it is like, you know, they will be given, these masters, they will be given training already, and they must have taken already many births, and they have gained some knowledge on that. So everything, it depends on the wisdom. So in the out of body experience, these masters in the sleep, during the sleep on out of body experience having, they will help these souls to to their destination, to help in their journey. So not on, so there are some masters who are dead already, who are, that means who left this body, and the masters who help here with the body, and they are familiar with the projection of consciousness, with the sensations involved, and they help orient those who will not be returning to the physical body. That means who left the body, so these people, they will help. And they are and he says, they're just involved the, so these masters, they will be involved in the physical reality, at the same time they work astrally, in the out of body experience during the night, or when they're having these experience, out of body experience. So they will take care there as well, and also they work just like us, so they are just like us here. And and he says, and have more immediate understanding of the feelings and emotions involved at your end. Such persons may or may not have a memory of their nightly activities. So sometimes they feel that, so sometimes when the person does this activity, and he may or may not remember when he wakes up. So when he gets up from the bed, so when he again, when the body settle down, when the consciousness settle down in the physical body, so he may or may not remember. So this is how, so this is not incident. You can experience, and he says, experiences with projection of consciousness and knowledge of the mobility of consciousness are therefore very helpful as preparation for death. So Seth Master says, both these experiences are needed to, so we need not experience, take that experience on our own, friends. So this is how, when we listen to others' experience, so this is why, Patri sir says it's very important to listen to others' experiences. So when we listen to others' experiences about leaving the body, out of body experiences, or near death experiences relating to death wisdom, okay, so that's how, that's how we understand. He says that's how your understanding grows, and that's how your understanding related to death and your emotions and feelings to relating to death, it will change gradually. So and I know the preparations of the dead, so preparations of that is need not like before that period, but it's like preparation is, what I understand is knowing about the death concept, knowing about the wisdom. It's a minimum wisdom. So there is wisdom, and there is nothing like any wisdom is vast and depth. So the minimum we understand the reality, so we can change our reality, right? So every time he says experiment, so you can experience the after death environment beforehand, so to speak, and learn the conditions that will be encountered. And even these experiences will vary. However, even this state is a state of becoming. So these state, every experience, each and every experience is a state of becoming. And for many will continue into other physical lives. So some will exist and develop their abilities in different systems of reality altogether, and so for a time will remain in its intermediary state. So this is for today's friends. Now it says, like, yeah, this is very important line. So you will simply be learning to operate in a new environment in which different laws apply, and the laws are far less limiting than the physical ones with which you now operate. In other words, you must learn to understand the use and use new freedoms. So it's like there is some other reality. There are rules there in that realm, according to that realm. And he says that you will experience, this is also experience, the soul experience, not only in the physical body, but at the soul level also the soul gains the wisdom. So it's like after death, this is how the soul goes to its own realm, or the journey itself it will know. Journey is not short a journey, friends. It has to go into different levels, and at each and every level the soul learns a new law, a new experience. It gains a new experience, and he says you need to experience that law and understand new freedom. So let me share couple of my experiences here relating to death. So when I was new to meditation. So it's that when I was in early stages. So in the dream, I had a dream. So the dreams are my teachers. I have learned much. So again, experiences in dreams I have learned through dreams. So I in the dream I saw my physical body lying down on the floor. They are like people, like family members surrounded, and there is another body, another image. I can't say like body, but it's a image, a projection. So I am seeing everything there. So people expressing their emotions, and my body. So immediately I understood, okay, so now I left my physical body. So this is what the death mean. Then on the other side, on the other side, in that room, I could see four bodies which are illuminating. It's very bright light, four bodies. And one I say it's like deity. So then I saw, so there is something different, here. So when I'm in the body and out of the body, so there is certain difference. And I went, I smiling at these four masters, and I said to them, like, okay, I'm ready now, let's go. That's my dream. So when I woke up, then I understood, okay, this is how the death will be. And I know this is one of my past life, because even though I seem to be same as now, but the people around, they are different. They are no one I knew them in this lifetime. So they are completely different. The house is different. It's pretty much old, and like some old generations from back. So this is one of my past life, but the image is same. uh, then I understood, okay, this is so after certain period. So when I got to know about the death wisdom, about the masters, I don't know that masters will come and they will guide the soul. So that's how I learned. And then the next experience is during meditation. It's a vision. So here on UK platform, the death enlightenment on no death sessions were going on. So at that time, after no maybe it's 40 days with 40 masters. So it's like 20 plus days already. We have listened to 20 masters, and from each and every master, I was listening that death is so blissful, death is something great, something. So everything I'm listening. So um wonderful from these masters. So I thought, why not, I experience this? So I want to experience how the death, the death, the movement, so how I feel. So on that day itself, when I went to bed, so in the middle of the night, so it's almost in the middle of the night, 2 o'clock, generally I won't woke up. So at the middle of the night, I completely got out of the sleep. So there's no sleep. I tried, but I couldn't able to sleep. So when I thought to meditate, so I sat in meditation. Then immediately I had a vision, one of my past life, that exactly the death moment. So it's in one of my past life, I was in some other foreign country, but it's not India. I could easily easily I can understand. It's like some other foreign country. It's like wooden house, wooden floor. It's a vast. That house is surrounded with huge and beautiful trees, having a backyard, and I have two family members there. So they are on the, so they are work, so they are with their work, so they are busy. So I was doing some chores in the kitchen area, so I could see a window just before me, and also the curtain and everything, all the details. And the house is also decorated with antiques. So at that moment, what happened, when I'm doing the chores, all of a sudden, that kitchen area, it filled with very bright light, that I can't even see any things what I have experienced before. Any things, not even the house, even that room. So it has filled with very bright light. And then what happened is, the soul is trying to come out of the physical body. And when the soul is trying to come out, this physical body knows what's happening, and it allowed the process, it accepted the process immediately. This physical, the slowly the physical body, all the senses of the physical body uh, stopped working. It stopped working. And the soul is still in the physical body. Okay. What happened then, all these senses stopped working, and I got connected to, I means, that at that moment, got connected to other dimension. The immediately, the disconnection from the physical reality, I have sensed that disconnection. I couldn't able to remember, couldn't able to get the family members name. I was even not taking their names. So I know what is happening. So there at that moment, I know everything what is happening, and I allowed the process, and the soul slowly, so it detached from the physical body. So immediately it flew through the window, it into the, and it no it went into the clouds immediately. And that moment is so blissful. It's like certain tons of burden. So tons, if a person is weighing some, is carrying tons of weight, and when he just drops the weight, so how the person feels, it's just like that. It's like so light. Even the physical body is so light. Even the physical body is also experiencing that bliss movement. The physical body is also happy. Even that soul knows where it has to go now. The soul knows. So it just flew through the window, and slowly the physical, I'm standing there, the physical body is standing there. So when it already happened, so slowly the light which got filled in that kitchen area slowly started to dim, so slowly started to come down. So it like diminished. And this physical body started to lie down, so started to just fall on the ground. So that when I was in that vision, the experience, whatever the death moment, the experience of that bliss, I experienced it in the present life. So death experience made me to understand, so made me to feel that bliss, right? So every death is not, so most of us, so we know everything, we know this wisdom, friends, we already got that wisdom, but we are, no, we are recollecting that wisdom. Now we are recollecting, everything knows, our soul knows. So when we recollect, when we, then we will connect to that wisdom, right? So thank you so much. Thank you all. In the next session, we will learn more about, this is a bit lengthy chapter, friends. We'll learn more about what Seth Master wants to reveal us. Thank you so much. If at all you want to share your experience or add anything, you can unmute yourself. Sir?
So wonderful Friday session, Sarada ji.
Thank you, sir.
So, topics like what do you believe, what happens when you leave the physical body?
Mm,
And belief is a word that says how we are programming. And there was an interesting statement you said we need to constantly rewire our understanding on what is happening after death. And the more we listen about various persons' experiences who are still in the physical body but have understood what is happening after leaving the physical body, we
mm,
can see the greater similarities that are in there. And
mm,
those similarities lets us understand really what is happening after leaving the physical body. Physical
mm,
life, the lifetime that we are experiencing now, is very important one. However, when we compare it with the life journey of the soul in itself, is a minute part, important part, yet minute part. However, when we perceive, when we understand that the only thing that is existing is this drop, which is this lifetime, we completely are not seeing a bigger picture. So when we understand that our soul has a bigger lifespan or a grander lifespan than this particular physical life, we explore into understanding the dynamics, what happens when this physical life comes to an end.
mm,
And it is very, very interesting, very, very beautiful, not simply interesting, very, very beautiful to know what is beyond this door of physical life. So there are so many books, wonderful wisdom today. We have to look into this. We have to understand what do we believe now
mm,
in this, as we are in this physical body, because the moment we leave this physical body, we are constantly creating our reality. So how we are thinking about what happens after that is that we create.
mm, mm,
And so if it is not the actual reality, then we linger.
mm,
So it is very important to understand from various, times of wisdom, from various masters, various persons from different times, and see through the mind, because mind is generally logical as one starts this journey to understand these things. And as we see the similarities, we can understand these things. And of course, meditation is a pathway. We can even see certain things, experience certain things, because our soul constantly gives such experiences. When we are aware, we can experience, like your wonderful dream experiences. So it's very important. And even there are beautiful, beautiful books, beautiful books. One such is Three Lives by Lobsang Rampa.
mm,
So do read that book, because it clearly explains how these belief patterns one carries when living in the physical body impact as one leaves the physical body. Very beautifully explained. Very beautifully explained. And there are numerous books, numerous. So we all need to read them in order that we are reawakening our memory of the soul rather than our mind's belief.
Mm.
So, and as well, you said, there are so many wonderful wisdoms across various platforms. Enlightenment on no death, there are so many. So you were referring to PMC UK. So yes, there are many, and here is I'm just sharing that link of PMC UK. I invite everyone to go through, connect to these. There are 40 masters. Keep on listening, and then somehow the memory of the soul clicks, and then we see the true reality is what happens after death. So thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And also we have on Beam platform as well. Well before you and Madhu Garu read many books on death. It's 52 sessions, sir. Even Patri sir visited at the last session.
Yes,
So,
yes, there were 49 masters from a book called Enlightenment on No Death. Yes.
mm. So friends, go to refer to YouTube platform, Beam YouTube platform, and wonderful wisdom has been shared there. And also do listen to Patri sir's sharing on that particular day. And in that session, no, Patri sir has shared many things related to death and very beautiful. So do listen to this. Thank you, sir. Mamta ji.
Namaste, Sharda ji.
Namaste, Mamta ji.
Namaste, Masters. When I heard the experience of your dream like that, and few years back, I had an experience, so I wanted to share with you all.
Mm-hmm.
In one Zoom session, Dr. Newton Kondaviti, he done this one past life regression for 15 minutes. And that was the first time I attended his session. And at the time, I was in a relationship challenge. It was so deep and it was so intense. And I was feeling I was stuck there and I wanted to come out of that. It was so intense at that time. And what he went on saying, I experienced each and thing, and it was really a beautiful experience. But at that time, after that, I was not in a condition to understand what it was. And still after the session also, I was having so much of expectation, but now I can understand that after some months I came to understand that what's it saying. So the one I saw my past life, 3 lives. One life was I am in a male body, and maybe so many years back, maybe because the dress was like that, and it like long dress like that it was, and that was in a maybe in a poor family, like supportive family it may be, and some it's a British men like that. They had tag my both hands and my legs, and they were taking me. And there was a um, this one stick on my back. They had tagged me like that, and they had taken me. There was a jail like that, and the reason I was searching the reason in my physical body as a mom, I was searching what's the reason, what's going on like that. See, that was a beautiful experience of both. That I can't explain, but I was knowing that, I was aware that, and immediately those men, the English men means policemen, maybe like that, they were telling. Just I came to know, I came to understand that I was fighting for the like a freedom fighter. I was fighting too for some right ways, and maybe for some like maybe about the caste or maybe nothing, I don't know. But I came to know that they were shouting like that. You have done this one like this. You must hear our words. our words is the greatest words. Why you are going beyond, against my words? This is law ticking, like that. But I was smiling. Means in that position, that man was smiling. He was smiling, looking that no words, just smiling, seeing three, four members were there. Just one man was beating with a rope, and just I was smiling. That was the end of um, that past life, that life, and another life. Immediately, it went on immediately. The another life was I was maybe of 50, 60 years. That was also a male physical body, and I was a lecturer, means a professor. I'm teaching in a very big hall. There's so many students. Maybe they are of teenagers, maybe of college, or I don't know, like that it may be. And I was teaching. After my teaching, I was teaching so fluently, and that man was teaching so fluently, and with so smiling, so kind, so compassionate voice, so that after that lecture, all the students, they stood up and they were clapping with joy, with so much of understanding. Some were telling, thank you, sir, like that. So I felt so satisfied. But there was no disturbance. And in that position also, that was the ending of that. Just I was smiling. And that man turned to me, turned to me and smiling. I thought, why he's smiling at me? Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. One minute. And third one body was a lady, I mean, it's a teenage girl. She was running. That was also maybe in the past. It looks like that. The second lecture was in some recent maybe, and that one also, it was so far past. And there was a forest, and there was a garden, and my dress was like a some other country dress. And she was so beautiful, means very beautiful. And she was so much charming, and her skin was so glowing, and with the full of hairs, long hairs that was flying like that. She had um, and it was, there was no plates like that, it was flowing like that. But she came to that was a wooden steps, and there was a wooden house. And that time she came running with crying. And she went staring the steps, and she went inside the house, and she turned back, and she was telling to her mother or someone. She was telling, when my husband will come, when my lover will come, I'm waiting for him. He's so gentleman. And I wanted to she was telling that when he will come, what's going on. She was crying, and immediately nobody talked with her, but she wiped her the tears, and she went to the mirror, and she was smiling. Means she understood that it was. I remember that also. She understood that. See, I will wait for him. Maybe it may be the soul planning. Maybe what I have the connection with him, and we both were loving. But some time has pausing my life, so I will wait for him. She was telling to herself, and she wiped her tears, and she was smiling, and ran away in the same staircase. No, she yeah, she ran away immediately somewhere. I can't remember that one. See, after that, I wanted, after that, the regression was closed. And the master told to open the eyes. And I felt at that time, what's this confusion? There is no meaning in this. Yes, this is the past life. What I can, what was my question? And what's the coming here now? But later on, when I came to know about this, later on, again, I remembered my dreams. That one means my experience. What's they telling? And then I came to know the present life. The present life. What are the questions? What are the quests I am doing? And what are the experience? My age is 60 now. So what are the experience going on? When I understood that, so those are the They see past life, it has a connection to the present. The
Mm.
soul comes to experience. And what is the remaining? What this soul has to complete? It comes like that. It has taken birth now as a mamta. See, three of that is going experience in my life. All three are going on experiencing. See, then I came to know. So those are the lessons. Those are incompleteness, and some is it's ongoing like that. There is no connection of lecturing in my life. See, I am a graduate and I'm a housewife. I'm in a joint family like that. There is no connection of teaching. But in my life, some or other way, my guru came into my life and he taught me Vedas. And he told, you have to teach for ladies. That's it. No other way. I was
Mm.
telling him I can't do that. Vedas are so tough, and if it is wrong, and some belief is in our system is that ladies must not chant Vedas. So master, so Swamiji, I can't do that. But he told, you will do. That's it. After he passed away, left his body, I started. I don't know
Mm.
how I started. I don't know how it was going. Just it was so beautiful. So these three lives also, there is the complete connection to the present life. So there are so many challenges between I and my husband now. That has to be completed. The ending, what she told, I will wait for him. The same situation when I went to Patriji, I went and asked him, sir, I want to change my husband. What do you want? He asked. In so many members were there. I stood up and I asked him, what do you want? He asked me. I told, sir, as a Valmiki is there, and he converted to Valmiki with the darshan of Buddha. In the same way, my husband has to convert. That's it, sir. He asked me again and again, you don't want anything for your personal? No, sir. My husband is a beautiful soul. He's a great soul. He want to experience that. I want that. That's it, I told. Then he told, okay, it will be okay. See how it was connection. And when I came to know all this, I feel so happy. So at that time, I was not knowing. When we go on meditating more and more, and when we go on hearing these satsangas, and when we go on hearing these wisdoms, so many wisdoms. When I heard about death after so many sessions, I heard all those experiences. Then I came to know the clarity will come.
Mm.
That I wanted, still I tried. After that also, I tried so many times. What's the ending of that character? Which, but I tried so many times in the meditation, but I did get it the answer. So that is not the purpose of my life. Means that is not the intention. That's not the way. The messages it gives to us. That's
Mm.
it. There is no necessity of ending for me.
Mm.
Maybe so. I don't know. But I
That's
left it there only. I
yeah,
left
that
it
yeah,
there.
that's how we
So,
learn from our past lives and our experiences, Mantaji. So
yes.
everything is connected. So
Yeah.
even if anything is revealing, if anything we can see through visions or through experiences, that's how I learn from the visions. So they won't get, they are not like just casually the masters allow us to see, or
Yes.
the soul reveals us. There will be a lesson. There's understanding. So thank you so much for sharing your experiences,
Thank
Mamtaji.
you so much. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you. Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot. As friends. So yeah, we'll meet in the next session then. Thank you so much for sharing experiences and for the messages. And yes, all these sessions are recorded. SETH Masters, all these sessions are recorded, friends. You can find on YouTube, on YouTube, Beam YouTube playlist. So there. So thank you, sir. Shall we end the session?
Yes, yes, madam.
Namaste and have a great time all.